We've been running enterprise-grade clouds for the last 5 years, and we've learned quite a bit about that. And what we did is we took a few minutes and studied the patterns, and we talked to our customers, and we looked at how usage has changed over the years, and we've surmised that and kind of put those findings together into a report to let the industry know exactly what's happening in the actual cloud based on real usage. One of the most interesting things we're seeing is growth. So once customers move onto the cloud and they start with that very first VM, we see them continue to grow very quickly. So when you look at your average cloud user over time, the average cloud user is 50% larger than they were before when they came onto the cloud, and we continue to see that trend not only not slowing down but accelerating. So once customers get a little taste of the cloud, they continue to move on dramatically quicker. A couple other things we're seeing is that people are really starting to embrace the efficiencies that cloud brings. So when they first started on the cloud, we had a lot of folks essentially bring their existing workloads, pick them up as they were, and move them onto the cloud. And now what's happened is as customers have learned how to use the cloud, we're seeing the ratios of how they use it change. And you see that in terms of, well, VMs are continuing to grow at a very good clip. The rate of, for instance, storage consumption is growing near 100%. Ratios of storage to processor is, again, growing dramatically. So what we're seeing is that people are actually starting to tweak their applications to make more efficient use of the cloud as they grow. Some of the concerns that people had originally when they came on are starting to go away. So one of the things that people were saying about the cloud as we launched it years ago was very actively around concerns around security and data protection. And now as we roll into the end of 2013 and 2014 and we look at the data, we see that customers are starting to accept that the cloud is in fact a secure place, and they want to verify, they want to kind of trust that the provider's there and then do their homework to verify that the security is actually there, but it's no longer a gating factor. So that's a trend that we've seen. It's really, we're at a pivot point right now. Predominantly today, most of the customers coming in are, by volume, are still coming in over public internet. Usually some sort of VPN solution, but still public internet. We've been offering for some time the ability to bring in dedicated network, and I would say that the growth in that, we actually don't have stats on this in the report, but the growth in that is phenomenal. So we're seeing a lot more customers come in and say, hey, I have my MPLS network, I have my Ethernet networks, and I want to bring that connection directly into the back of the cloud and essentially make the cloud yet another node on my network somewhere. And being owned by Verizon now, that's one of the things that we've been actually able to push forward. So Verizon operates one of the largest networks in the world, and we've been able to directly interconnect that to the cloud. So customers who are operating large Verizon networks globally can now simply make the cloud yet another point on the network.